If you're considering a home renovation project, you probably have a big question on your mind. What is it exactly like to work with a company like NEPA Builders? Will it actually be a good experience? I get it. You've heard horror stories about poor communication, unexpected costs, projects that drag on forever. That's why in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what it's like to work with us from your first phone call to the final walkthrough. No fluff, no sugarcoating, just our proven process that has helped hundreds of homeowners transform their houses into lasting family legacies. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect when working with us, and more importantly, why our process ensures your project is done right the first time. So the first point of contact that you're going to have when working with us is when you call in, you're going to speak to either Kim or Jess, and they're going to get a bunch of information such as, where is your home located? What kind of problems are you experiencing if you are experiencing problems? And what's the vision of the project? How can we help you make that come to life? They're also going to share other pieces of information with you such as timeline, budgets, and examples of other similar projects that are relatable to yours. Once we've gotten through all of that information, the next thing they're going to do is set up a phone call with our project consultant so that they could establish a day that's going to work for you and them to either get on a phone call or come into the showroom and talk about your project. So the next phase of the process is you're either going to have that phone call with the project consultant. They're going to come out to your home, identify what's going on, what you need, and they're either going to explain to you what other projects look like that we've completed, or they're going to suggest that you come into the showroom so that we could use our monitor and show you past pictures and proposals that are relatable to yours so that we can get on the same page with, do we fully understand what your project vision is, and is this something that looks like will work for you based on the projects that we've completed in the past? So after that meeting, we've established whether or not we are a good fit for the customer. And we're going to move into either a pre-construction service agreement for larger projects that require multiple site visits and drawings, or we're just going to move directly into developing the proposal. So for those larger projects, if we do pre-construction services, we are going to come out with our team, our project managers, lead carpenters, our trade partners, and we're going to go through the entire home or the new site, and we're going to understand everything that needs to happen inside of that project, not just what shows up on the drawing. So our goal there is to walk away knowing every little piece of the puzzle, because we're not delivering an estimate. We're delivering a proposal based on a defined scope of work that that entire team puts together and then is able to share when they start construction. So after scope development and any pre-construction services needed, we're going to deliver the proposal to the client. That happens in our showroom. We will explain every bit of the details inside the proposal. Typically they are 5 to even 12 pages long. There's a multitude of items to go over and describe in detail. So we take the time, we answer questions, and with the expectation of leaving that meeting knowing whether we need to make a final revision or that we're good to move forward into the next steps. Once we get those revisions right, or if we got it right on the first time, the next step is to do an electronic signature right through Buildertrend, and immediately we start to develop the schedule for the project and the payment schedule to go along with the contract. So once the contract is signed, one of the very next steps, and arguably the most important step to the project planning process, is we sit down with our project managers and we transfer all of the information that we've learned over the last month, 3 months, or even 6 months in a few meetings. And what that looks like is we are opening up the drawing, we're opening up the proposal. Sometimes clients give us vision board information so that we can understand exactly what they see. And we're trying to transfer all of that information to a project manager who is ultimately going to be the owner of that job. Sometimes that meeting takes 2 hours, and sometimes that's a 3-day or more meeting based on the size of the job. But again, the goal is that we're transferring the vision and the scope of the project completely over to a brand new person who is going to be the person that leads that project from the onset until the very final walkthrough. So very important meeting that we put a lot of emphasis on, and that's really where the rubber meets the road. So now that we've gone through all of the pre-construction efforts, the next thing is the construction phase. We're breaking ground, things are going to get exciting, the project is going to start moving ahead. And that can be very quick on smaller jobs like deck replacement, and it can be very long on projects like new home construction. During the process, no matter if it's a small job or a large job, there's a project manager who is involved making daily, weekly contact in multiple different ways. There's phone calls, there There are also daily logs through Builder Trend, which is basically a daily report and pictures of what happened that day. And there's also a client update meeting that happens at the end of the week before we go into the weekend that gives a customer all of the information that we've done for that entire week duration, including things like weather, pictures, written documentation, and anything that we may need from the client, such as material selections or information that we need from them on where something may be placed on the project. Throughout the process, we maintain a schedule, which is a live document. We're constantly updating it. We're making communications to our trade partners and our in-house teams of people to make sure that they know what's coming weeks in advance in an effort to make sure that the project moves seamlessly from front to back. And ultimately, it's just a repeating process of that as we navigate through each scope of the job until we get to the very end. And finally, the last step of the process that everybody is happy to get to when we're finally there is project completion. And usually what that looks like is a punch list of items that are remaining, such as a little bit of paint or maybe a handle on a door cabinet that we're going to navigate through in the week or two of remaining work. And then we're going to sign off on the final walkthrough once us and the client have agreed that everything is completed and to their satisfaction. There are also a few things that happen at the very end, such as the final inspection and the certificate of occupancy that gets mailed to your home. So that's what you could expect when working with us on your project. This isn't just a process that we made up, it's a proven system that we've refined over years of successful projects. Every step is designed to give you peace of mind knowing that your home is in capable hands. If this kind of thorough, transparent approach sounds like what you're looking for, click the link in the description to schedule your initial consultation. We'll walk you through the project ideas, show you exactly what we could do to help you transform your vision into reality. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on home renovation construction projects that might help your home and your home's legacy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.